Live.
Hi everybody, how you doing? I was going to say happy Monday, but it's not Monday, is it? It's Tuesday. It's thrown me having that bank holiday Monday. Hope you're all okay. Hope everyone's all right. That might be my phone going bleep bleep. Sorry if you're hearing that. So what are we going to do today? We're going to do some Sashiko later on for you. But we've got a couple of little things first. Challenge post. So who's coming online first? Who's there? Who's coming to say hello today?
I'm waiting for it to pop
Just
up.
waiting for people to pop up. Okay. Hopefully you're all there. Hopefully you haven't forgotten us after 3 days. I managed yesterday to get all of the videos, all of these 1 o'clocks onto YouTube yesterday. So I had about 15 to upload yesterday. So don't forget that you can rewatch these at any point on YouTube. So if there was something, your project that you wanted to follow along with and you can't necessarily scroll back and find it on Facebook, they're now all, well, most of them were anyway, but I've updated it yesterday, so they're all on YouTube. We'd really love it if you subscribed as well. That would really, really help us. If you just go on and subscribe, okay, that would be brilliant. So that was done yesterday. I put the block of the week on yesterday as well. My husband finally sorted out the graphics on my laptop, so I managed to finish off that pattern. So that's on as well. That's in the isolation quilts, just as usual. What else? Oh, I've put the... So we had a Chandra on Saturday. Sarah went up, for those who watched. Thank you very much. She did brilliantly, didn't she? It was a really, really good show. We are crazy, crazy busy over there today. We're just up to our eyeballs in packaging and all sorts, because there was so many orders have come through. So, yeah, it was a really good show. It was fabulous. So the one pattern, the Picture It pattern, which was with the layer cake, that's gone on the website as well. So if anybody wanted that, if you've got a layer cake there you want to play around with, that pattern's on the online as well. So everybody coming in now?
Yeah, so we got Hilary.
Lovely.
Xenia,
Hi Hilary.
Carolyn.
Hi Xenia. Hi
Jean.
Carolyn, was it?
Carolyn.
Hi Carolyn.
Hi Grace.
Hi Jean. Hi Grace. Hello everybody.
Shout out,
Brilliant. Fabulous, fabulous. Right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the challenge post. Do you remember just before the bank holiday, before the weekend, we did one that was show us your florals. Okay, so lots and lots of lovely stuff and a really nice range of stuff as well. There was a bit of decoupage, there was some cross stitch, there was some crochet, there was all sorts of random loveliness there. So, oh, do you want to just unplug that for me, hun? My iron's bleeping, my big iron. Don't know why that's on. So put all your names. So we put there was on our page and on the Giggles page. So we put all the names into a hat. You're all in there. Okay, so as per usual, I'm going to make some noise, give it a good shake, and Grooves is going to rummage around in there, have a good delve, and find one for me. Okay, so here's that. That is Carrie Owen. Carrie, this little charm pack is coming to you. Okay, so I chose a nice floral because it was floral themed. I chose a floral charm pack. So Carrie, that one's coming to you, lovely. Okay. Thanks for everybody for joining in. We will, of course, do more challenge posts as we go through. What else was I going to tell you? The new raffle is online. We've had about 3/4 go already. So we've done it as a £5 one this time with a £200 prize. So because it was bank holiday, we thought we'd up it again, you know, and give it a bit of a bigger prize and everything. So yeah, you can win lots and lots of yummy goodies. Okay, so there are a few left on the raffle. It's names this time, favourite names. So there's a few names left to be picked. Well, I don't think there was anything else I was going to tell you today. If there is, I'll tell you tomorrow because I can't remember now. So we're going to have a little look at Sashiko or Sashiko. I'm never quite sure how you pronounce it. I'll probably flip between the two. Okay. I've got a little kit that I bought ages and ages ago, which I'm going to actually demo on for you. But I thought I'd show you these as well. So I did show you them briefly. We have got them. They're not on the website yet, but that's one of my jobs today is to get them on. I might actually be getting Alex to do it because we're crazy busy. So I don't know if you, hopefully the light's not going to shine too much on these. So these are templates. Okay, so these mean, so I'm going to show you. So you can buy it ready printed onto linen. Okay, which is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to use to demonstrate with, okay, demonstrate the stitching, because the stitching's really, really easy. And you can buy them ready printed. But obviously once that's done, that's done. You know, you can't transfer that pattern in any way. So that's what these little templates are for that they've brought out now. We have got a few of them, but we can get lots more in. And they're all the traditional designs. So we've got the 645 for the smaller ones, and then I've got a couple of the bigger ones as well. And that's a border, so you get your spacing really nice and easy. And you can just use, if you're doing it on white fabric, you could just use your Frixion pen to mark it out. Or if you're doing it on like on a navy or a black fabric, which is more traditional, you can use your Roxanne chalk pens, okay, to mark this out. And it's literally just an acrylic template. So it's an acrylic template, so it's nice and stiff, and you've got grid lines on it, which you would line up onto the fabric like this, and you just mark it through. Okay, we have actually got some of the traditional Sashiko fabric as well. I've got a few packs of that in, and you actually get quite a lot there. You've got 56 inches by a metre, so it's extra wide, and you've got a metre, and they're £12.25 for those. Okay, I think I've got like 4 or 5 of those in, but you can use this. So it means that you don't have to, like this little pack that I bought was just little coasters, just so I could have I've made a few of these now. Just so I could make, and this isn't a brown, which I'm not sure why I bought brown, because I'm not a brown girl, but it means that you could mark up, and you could do bags, or you could do quilt blocks. You can mark up much bigger ones, and you can see you've got like guidelines on here as well, so you would use those holes. So if I do this for you, hopefully you can see this. Okay, so you would mark that one out on a grid line. You've got grid lines, and then when you want to mark your next one, you just draw a little hole there, you know, circle around the hole, and you'd use the hole this side like that to mark up your next one, so they're all evenly spaced. Okay, like I said, they're not on the website yet because I just haven't had a chance to, but I will try and get these on today for you. If you are, like, I've only got like one of each at the moment, so if you are desperate, you probably and you really want them, it's probably best to give us a call in the shop. Okay. And you can grab these. So the nice thing about Sashiko is they're all very traditional patterns, and the patterns all mean something, and I can't remember what on earth they mean. What I'll do is I've got it written down somewhere, couldn't find it yesterday. I've got them all written down, so each of the names have got different, I'll show you on this little bit actually. So like each of the names have got different Japanese word, you know, names for them. Each of the patterns, sorry, have got different Japanese names, and they all mean something. And they used to use these to decorate and mend fabrics. So if they were patching clothing, which was done a lot, they would use this to like embroider through the fabrics to help with patching and stuff. We've now just, you know, taken it as a really nice what's the word? Yeah, nice embroidery technique, really. These little kits, if you wanted pre-printed kits rather than the templates, I bought this little kit from a company called Japan Crafts, and these are actually Japanese kits, even though it's in English. They are Japanese kits. She imports them over. Okay, so if you wanted like these little coaster kits, and she does other ones as well. She does aprons and things like that. You want to go on, just Google Japan Crafts, and you'll find her. Okay. So, where's my needle? Who's there? Who's saying hello? Anybody saying anything while I just set this up very quickly?
Alison says hi. Carrie says thank you very much.
That's all right, my pleasure. Hi, everybody. Anybody else there?
Tina says well done. Jane says well done. Meg's joined us. Nikki says hi as well.
Hi, everybody. Hi, cool. So, we're going to use a chenille needle. Okay, again, we've got little embroidery and crewel or chenille needles. It's entirely up to you. Use those for Sashiko. Oh, I can't say it. I've got to put my teeth in. Sashiko. Okay, and I'm using cotton perle, but again, you can buy Sashiko, which we've got some coming in. Actually, we've got some coming in this week. Linen thread, but if you just want to have a little play, cotton perle, I use a number 8. Is absolutely fine. You get the same sort of look. It's not like the traditional way of doing it, but you get the same sort of look. Okay, so this is going to be a little close-up work, groups. Okay, One of the things about Sashiko and stuff as well is that they don't like knots, okay? Because this, if this would have been a patch on a piece of clothing, you wouldn't want knots on the back, okay? They don't use a knot. So you decide on your start point. So on here, sorry, excuse me. Oh, there we go. You decide on your start point, okay? And we're going to work round the outside. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to cover these little markings. And that's what you do with the templates as well, okay? But because you don't want a knot, and therefore you don't want it to unravel either, if this is my start point, so we're going to say that this one here is my start point, okay? That's where I want to start stitching. I'm going to pull the thread up 3 stitches further on, okay? So I'm going to pull my thread up just here, okay? So I'm going to bring my thread up, and I'm using a particularly big needle, guys, okay? You could go a lot smaller than this, but I'm using a, sorry, you start off the top. Start on the top so that you're burying, we're going to bury that end, okay? Like, hang on, no, I've got myself on a tizzy now, so because I was practicing the, yeah, back, sorry, the back. It's when you finish, when you join, you go from the top. So if this is my start point, I'm going to start 3 stitches ahead. So I'm going to come in from the back like that, okay? And you're going to leave a tail, which we'll cut off later. And we're going to stitch back to the starting point. So we're going to go, and you're going to literally just cover the lines. And it's just a running stitch, like this. Okay. And I'm just covering the lines with my cotton, like that. Okay. Until I've got back to the starting point, like that. Okay. So now technically, so I'm basically going to, sorry, excuse me, ignore those stitches, okay? And I am back at my starting point. I am now going to come up here, okay, like that, and I'm going to cover that first stitch. So they kind of, for 3 stitches, do a little, it's almost like a back stitch, okay? And I'm going to cover those 3 stitches that I did. And what that does is secures the cotton so that I can chop off the tail with no knot at all. Sorry, I was trying to do it away so that the camera can see it, but I can't see where the hole is. Here we go. I'm going to go in that one like that, cover that stitch, back up. Hang on. Can you actually see this, Drew? Sorry, I'm just going to have to angle it towards me.
Yeah, so.
There we go, got it. Sorry, it's having to try and hold it to the camera and still be able to see what I'm doing. There we go. So can you see I started 3 stitches, thanks, nearly had my water over then. I started 3 stitches away, I worked back to my starting point, and then I covered them, which means that I can chop off, I should probably get little scissors for this, chop off the tail, come on like that. You won't have any knots or anything on the back, it'll be nice and flat, and it means that's now buried in, okay, because you've done like basically like a back stitch. And then this is the most simple stitching you will ever do, because you're going to go literally just up and down. Sorry, don't get a knot. There we go. Up and down, and you're going to cover those little white printed lines. Okay, like that. And we're going to come down this one and go back up like that. Okay, so if you have a little look on the, it shows it on the templates as well, actually. Shows you the way you stitch. So there's a rhythm to the stitching, so you don't have lots of knots or going back on yourself. So on this one, I'm going to go all the way around the outside, and then I'm going to go down the long ones, and then you do the short ones. Okay, so on any of these templates, or if you bought a little kit, it shows you your stitching. Okay, it shows you how you should be stitching them. Did it tell you on here what they mean? This one is called Shippo. Now, my friend Carolyn is married to a Japanese chap. I should probably ask her to tell me the pronunciations on this. So Shippo, which is 7 treasures, this one. What's this one? Have I got one of, what's this one called? Oh, how do you pronounce that? Asanoha? Maybe. I don't know. It's this one there. Asanoha? I think that's how something like that. I'm absolutely butchering the Japanese language at the moment. Okay. But they've all got different names, and I will find that little leaflet that I had and give you what each design actually means. So there's ones for, like, some are for luck, some are for health, some are for wealth, all that sort of thing. So what we're going to do is we're literally going to go down like that. You got it, groups? And back up onto the line, and you just cover the lines. It's no more difficult than that. It's really, really simple stitching, but it's actually quite, what's the word, meditative. I can never say that word. Can't say any words today. I'm a bit rubbish. I'm trying to hold it so that you guys can see. There we go. And you just literally do a little running stitch. Now you could, I'm just doing this in a cream, but there's nothing stopping you doing it in colours. You can buy some really beautiful, like variegated threads as well, which look really pretty when they're stitched out. Okay, and you're just going to go down and up and cover the lines. Okay, and so I would work all the way around the outside, and then I would do down all my longer lines. Okay, like that, and round. So I'm not going to do the whole thing, obviously. I'm just going to go down a couple of points, and I'm going to show you how to finish off, because you finish off very similarly to how you started. Okay, so talk to me, ladies. Who's there? What's anybody been up to? Did you have a nice bank holiday? Did you get up to anything nice?
Cheers would have been easier on an embroidery
Hoop? Embroidery
Hoops,
hoop, yeah. You could absolutely, if you wanted to, do it on an embroidery hoop. Traditionally, it's not done on an embroidery hoop because it's part of, it would have been done on clothing, but you could absolutely, if you wanted to, do it on an embroidery hoop. Even when I'm hand quilting and stuff, which I know is a rare occurrence, I don't tend to use a hoop. I find it easier to manipulate it. It's only because I'm trying to hold it to camera. If I was doing it here by me, it'd be a lot easier, but I'm trying to hold it at an angle for you guys. But yes, if you like using a hoop, definitely you could do that, no problem at all. Any other questions there?
No, Jenny's just arrived. She says sorry, she's late, she's got the kids with her.
That's all right, lovely. Oh, back to looking after the grandkids now, is it? So there we go. And you literally you can see how easy this is. Really, really simple. Okay, and work your way round like that. Okay, and you would just stitch it out like that. So I'm just going to get to the end of that one there, and I'm going to pretend that I'm running out of thread and I want to finish off. Okay, so when you finish it off, you take it back through to here. Okay, and you're going to stitch back through, but you don't want to catch these stitches. Okay, so again, I've got to try and hold this at an angle for you. So I want to come, you take a tiny little bit like that. Sorry, it's really difficult to do away from me. In the gap like that. Can you see? So the needles sat underneath the thread, the original thread. So it's going to go double like it did on the... So I'm going to tuck it in under there, sort of where that one came out. So I'm basically like going into the blanks. Like that. I'm making a real hash of this today. Sorry, it's because it's such an angle. Can you see? So I've come underneath that. Can you see the needle there? It's underneath that stitch. And you go back for 3. Like that. So I'm going to go into that one. Like I said, I've got quite a large chenille needle here. So to show you guys, I'd be with a much finer one normally. There we go. Okay. And so it's come underneath and I go through. If you're going to make these into little coasters... It doesn't matter if there's knots on here, but if you're going to use this technique to like decorate a pair of jeans or a jumper or something, then you wouldn't want the knots, so you'd want to do that. So what I've done is I've gone back over 3, okay, like back underneath 3 of them, and then you can just chop off like that, okay. And again, you would just start. So if say this, I'd rethreaded my needle. And I wanted to start here, so I'd start 3 away, I'd work backwards on myself and then go over those 3 so I can chop off, and you just work your way around, and that's as simple as it is. Okay, Really, really nice and easy. It's probably going to take you more time to draw them out or decide what fabrics and colours you're going to use than actually stitch them. But they are one of those, again, it's a nice little travel project. If you're in the car and you like a little bit of stitching for the car, you know, or on a plane or something. Well, we're allowed on planes again. Well, you are allowed on planes, but you know what I mean, travel. It's something that's nice. It could be folded up really nice and small, kept in your handbag, a little bit of stitching if you wanted to. Okay. So that is basically all I've got to show you on Sashiko, because it's as simple as that. There's very little to it. Got any questions or comments or anything there?
Yeah, Gina said weekly get together on Zoom for a quiz, knitting triangles for people's friends, tarn bombing and bus for
Yarn
children.
bombing and stuff? Ah, cool. Fabulous. That sounds good, huh?
But no, there's no questions or comments besides that.
You're all quiet today. That's okay. Hopefully you're enjoying the sunny weather. Typical, isn't it? Kids go back to school. Weather's beautiful. It's gorgeous out there today. I don't know what it's like by you guys, but it's boiling, boiling hot here today. It's lovely. Really, really nice. So a quick one today, I'm afraid. Well, that's probably a good thing, actually. Got lots and lots to do. Lots and lots to do. Back tomorrow with block of the week. So it'll be a bit more involved tomorrow. Like I said, I will get all these lovely templates and all put onto the website. But if you want a ready-made printed ones, you could try Japan Crafts, okay? But this fabric is beautiful. It's really, really lovely. I have to say, it's gorgeous quality. It's got a really nice sort of, feel to it. And that would be perfect for using your templates on. If there's nothing else, that's it. I'm going to go back and carry on prepping and packing stuff for Hachanda, because there's lots going on over there today. And we will see you all tomorrow. Take care, ladies, and see you then. Bye.